What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of CryptoZombie. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having an excellent day today. Welcome to the start of a beautiful green week for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin bouncing back 10%, Ethereum 16%, BNB 25%, Polkadot 15%. Lots of gains across the board. So, did you sell? Did you sell yesterday or did you buy more? That was the question. In yesterday's video, we talked about the importance of this potential bounce. You could see we got down to about the $43,000 level. We actually did not get down to the blue box territory. So big question is, was this actually the dip? Is this the bounce? Are we out of the waters just yet? Well, I do want to talk about it because some people have been referring to this really bad looking weekly candle, but keep in mind, you always have to zoom out, right? And if we actually switch this to the monthly super quick, you'll see that, yes, we did have a lot of selling pressure from the top to the bottom, and these are the types of candles that you often do see at the very tops of markets. But keep in mind, we had an even uglier looking bullish candle in January. So really, I wouldn't be looking at this as far as, whether or not it is the top. I think we have a lot more room to grow. But in today's video, what I want to talk about is specific key levels that we need to watch. I also want to talk about the fact that we have two of the sharks from Shark Tank changing their views on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Also, the fact that Twitter is looking to potentially add Bitcoin to their, reserves. Now, this is a bit of a rumor. We will talk about that in just a bit, but something that we do have to watch is altcoin trends, because as you can see, we have a lot of deep, dark green in these altcoins, and I do believe there are a lot of trends that you could still catch. You could ride the wave for the next 6 to 8 months. Yes, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot, Cardano, but there's lots of money to be made in these markets. And you know what, guys? It's not only just that, but we are really just seeing a lot of these naysayers, a lot of these, original fudders who said that Bitcoin was garbage, changing their tune. And now guess what? CitiBank came out, and you know what they said? They said that they believe that the currency of choice for international trade could in fact be Bitcoin, and they say that it could happen in as soon as just 7 years. So we're going to talk about all that today. We're going to talk about the short-term price action, the long-term price action, bullish fundamentals, altcoin trends, and if all that sounds good to you and you are not subscribed to the CryptoZombie channel, what are you waiting for? We do this every single day. Get subscribed. You'll never miss these updates. Oh, and huge update, guys, for everyone trading over on Phemex. If you love Dogecoin, but you don't necessarily want to buy it, you just want to trade it, this is something that I've been actually wanting for a really long time. They actually added Aave and they added Dogecoin, so you can actually now trade Dogecoin with leverage over on Phemex. How cool is that, guys? So now next time Elon Musk tweets, we can get in and get out super quick. Obviously not recommended for beginners, but guys, if you haven't checked out my Phemex tutorial, it's a brand new tutorial. I just put it out a week ago. It is totally updated with absolutely everything there is. I mean, they came out with a lot of new things since the last one that I did a year ago. So definitely check out that tutorial popping up above. Also, don't forget, any of these links that you guys use for these trading platforms, you get $200 in bonuses extra just for using the links below. So it is a win-win. Obviously, if you guys use the link, you are helping to support the channel. But let's talk about the big news. Let's talk about the fact that Bitcoin is breaking out of its falling wedge right now as I'm making this video. This is bullish. This is exactly what we wanted. You can see right here, we actually dipped below this critical level of around the 44,900 where we had the previous resistance flip support. We dipped down just a little bit to 53. We didn't quite hit the blue box territory, but we did break out of the wedge. Now, should we be getting super bullish immediately? Well, let's have a quick look right here, because as you could see, we are actually being stomped out by the whale accumulation area right here. Look at this level. You see, right as I'm making this video, we can't seem to break above it, and we need to break above this blue level and confirm right here at around that $48,500 level on the daily. And if we can do that, then yes, 100%, we have had the full-on reversal and we're going to the moon. Now, if we can't break above this in the next few days, maybe we dance around. If we start to fall back below it, then I still hold what I believe I had said in multiple videos over the past week, which is that we are going to, unfortunately, come back down and ultimately fill this lower blue box, which is between 40,000 and 42,000. Now, obviously, a lot of people have been looking at this area, and we do do know that often when everybody anticipates an asset to go to a certain price, oftentimes it doesn't, which is actually why the fact that it wicked down just below the area, that could have been the opportunity. That could have been it. That could have been the dip. But I just want you guys to be cautious. I love celebrating, reversals just as much as the next person. But until we can get above this level, until we can break out either above or below this orange, these two orange lines, it's hard to go, bullish, bearish, short term either way. If we could break above it, put in a daily close, then yes, bull run intact, my friends. But, talking about what's going on right now, I explained to everybody the significance of the spent output profit ratio seeing a full reset. And you can see each time below that we have this reset, it usually marks the beginning of another major rally. And you can see right here, we clearly dipped below this level. So this was essentially signaling that people were selling for losses and that it was time for the market to switch directions. Not to mention the fact that the fear and greed index was down at 38, considering that last week we were at a 94 extreme greed. Now we're in 38 fear. I would say that was a pretty good reset across all levels. And that was really what we had been speaking about. Plus, if you actually have a look at the stock to flow, we are perfectly where we should be. Even with these pullbacks, it doesn't matter. And another thing I want to point out is you notice that often when we start to get to the red to orange areas, which is where we are right now, you can see we're putting in an orange dot. We do tend to have a little bit of volatility. There was a lot of volatility between the reds and oranges right here. And we also had some in the previous, bull run of 2017. So this is still putting us fully on track. You can see in all of the previous rallies, we got above the stock to flow level, which is currently sitting, it's actually sitting halfway between 100,000 and a million. So, if we break above this, you're still looking at you could see a $500,000 Bitcoin, maybe just as a wick for the top. So, have a look at all these charts. Have a look at this. This is the structure. This is the structure. Do you guys honestly think that from right here, we're just going to start going down? We haven't even hit the level on the stock to flow. And if you don't understand how this works, it's because Bitcoin has a built-in mechanism called the Bitcoin halving. If you guys don't know about that, research it. Most of you know about that already. And that is the pricing mechanism essentially built into the protocol, which, makes the number go up, essentially, right? Also, guess who bought the dip? Our good old buddy, Michael Saylor at Microstrategy has purchased an additional 328 Bitcoins for $15 million. And check this out, guys. Twitter has announced a 1.25 billion convertible notes offering. Now, they haven't said what they're going to do with the funds yet, but, considering the fact that Jack Dorsey, is very interested in Bitcoin, it says Bitcoin. Literally that is his, profile, like Anthony Pompliano says, given the recent treasury strategy of MicroStrategy, could Jack be planning to put Bitcoin on Twitter's balance sheet? Time will tell, but there are a few people who understand the power of Bitcoin like Jack. And I told you guys a week ago that I can guarantee you that these dips are being bought up by these institutions, by these publicly traded companies, and it's only a matter of time until Jeff Bezos comes out and says he bought some, that Apple comes out and says that they bought some, right? You're going to see more and more and more of these companies put it on their balance sheet. And like we saw yesterday with Kathy Wood, she was talking about 10% of the balance sheets pushing Bitcoin upwards of, I think she said 200,000, but I actually think it's more than that. I think it's closer to 400. But regardless, you're talking about something that could send Bitcoin skyrocketing. Oh, not to mention the fact that we also have a $1.9 trillion stimulus package on the way. I don't know why I'm doing a robot. I'm just happy, I guess, today. Nice to see that little bounce back. But yeah, guys, they're going to drop the helicopter money. They're going to keep printing more money. Limited amounts of Bitcoin, endless amounts of fiat printing, and this is exactly why these guys are realizing that they need to start paying more attention to Bitcoin. In fact, one of the naysayers who recently turned around and realized that you need something like Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation is Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary, aka Mr. Wonderful. So this goes on to say that he's began investing in Bitcoin. He previously called it garbage. He now says he's changed his mind. He's also getting used to the volatility of Bitcoin and believes that institutions are willing to hold through price fluctuations. He says, I am fascinated. I'm investing. I'm holding a 3% weighting in it between Ethereum and Bitcoin. So before he didn't even like Bitcoin. Now he's holding a 3% weighting in both Ethereum and Bitcoin. That was a heck of a turnaround, wouldn't you say? He says the volatility sickens me, but I'm getting used to it. And finally, he says he's actually looking into potentially investing in infrastructures of Bitcoin mining. So that is quite the turnaround from saying Bitcoin is garbage to now I'm allocating a 3% weighting between Ethereum and Bitcoin, and I'm looking into Bitcoin mining as well. So pretty incredible, right? Now, actually talking about Ethereum is actually Ethereum is a very interesting chart right now, because as we had Bitcoin clearly clearly breaking out of the falling wedge. If we go over to Ethereum is like struggling right now to get above this level. It's having difficulty with this resistance right here to right here. Now, guys, I did tell you about the formation of the descending or the falling wedge, whatever you want to call it. And right here was an excellent opportunity to put in a long. We were looking for that bounce, and I actually was able to make an amazing trade yesterday. You can see right here, this is live. This isn't a screenshot. This is my actual, back office, whatever you want to call it. I was able to make 109.8 ETH. You can see it updating, and this is my real thing. These are my trades. This isn't, some fake account that I have right here. So yeah, I mean, that was a heck of a trade that I made. Obviously, I closed it because, I don't know what's going to happen. This chart's looking a little bit crazy, but if you guys want to learn how to trade like this, it is very, very simple. Check out my Bybit tutorial or my Phemex tutorial. Bybit I do prefer for Bitcoin and Ethereum. I just like their liquidity. I like the process. So check it out, guys. $200 in bonuses for anyone signing up. Use the links below in the description. Tutorial for Bybit popping up above if you're interested. But guys, look, check out the tutorial, understand how to trade, and then come back and watch the videos where I give you literally all the levels that I'm looking for free. I don't charge anything on this channel every single day. I just tell you what I'm doing. So, I mean, I don't know. That's up to you guys what you do with that information. Be safe out there. But, I mean, guys, let's talk about altcoins, though. Let's talk about Ethereum. People, Ethereum's dead. It's dying. Guys, look, at this point, we don't have a clear winner. Yes, Ethereum gas fees are high, but the ecosystem is huge. Cardano, okay, great. They're going to start being able to have tokens, etc., but that is just happening right now, and Polkadot is still in the early stages. So having a well-rounded portfolio of all of these altcoins could potentially be beneficial for you. Not financial advice, but having a look right here, you have UAE Group FD7, they're over in Dubai. So they say that they have over $1 billion in assets under management. And they recently announced somewhat bold plans to dispose of $750 million of its Bitcoin holdings. So they're going to get rid of their Bitcoin, and they're investing it into Cardano and Polkadot. So this is pretty incredible. So they're establishing a micro fund targeting $250 million to invest in teams to work on the two different projects. That they also went on to talk about not just Polkadot and Cardano, but the growing craze of non-fungible tokens and Polkadot's role in some particular cases. More specifically, it breached the recent partnership between YouTuber Paul Logan and Bondly, right? We've seen Bondly go absolutely massive. Keep in mind, Bondly is built on Polkadot, and they said it literally blew up overnight when he sold more than $5 million worth of NFTs. In fact, Martini Guy, the YouTuber, he got a Bulbasaur that was worth $23,000 or something crazy like that. So that was sick, right? But anyway, guys, NFTs are going to be massive, right? That's why, if you guys check out Elio Trade Super Farm, it's been doing so successful. He's trying to essentially allow a plug and play, basically a place where anyone can go to make NFTs, farm NFTs, etc. So, obviously keep your eyes on Super Farm, but like Mark Cuban was saying, which I don't even know if I have the article up here, but he was talking about Ethereum and DeFi and things like that. Now, I told you guys about Chain Guardians. The NFT craze is huge right now. Check them out, right? So they're building an ecosystem for blockchain meeting superheroes, etc. Check out my videos from a few days ago where I went into detail about this project, but I'm just letting you know that they are announcing whitelisting for their IDO on Polkastarter. So we have another Polkadot, project coming out, and they're dealing with NFTs. So you guys know the craze for Polkadot. You guys know the craze that's going on right now for NFTs. Not financial advice, but this is why I like to bring you these projects before they come out, before they even hit the exchanges, so you can do your research and get in early. You want to ride the trends, right? You want to get into the things that are hot right now. Polkadot is hot right now. NFTs are hot right now. Chain Guardians, definitely keep your eyes on it, guys. And here's the article. where Mark Cuban was talking about Ethereum looking to disrupt the F out of big software companies. He talks about smart contracts, changing the games for service SaaS companies, insurance claims and banking, and he's looking forward to it. Software as a service, right? That's what SaaS stands for. I always forget what it stands for. But anyway, he's talking about NFTs. He's talking about DeFi. He's talking about smart contracts. So this is a guy that said that he would rather have bananas instead of Bitcoin, and now he's becoming like this Ethereum bull because of NFTs. We've seen guys like Gary Vaynerchuk, right? Gary V coming out talking about NFTs. He's been tweeting about it nonstop, right? We've seen all the different stuff with the NBA, etc. I mean, this is crazy. This market is going to grow. Not only the NFTs, but also the DeFi itself, right? People are opting out of the traditional system. We saw the other day Janet Yellen, talking about Bitcoin, saying that Bitcoin is, garbage, etc. And then the Federal Reserve's system for transmitting money completely goes down and no one can send any funds. Come on, guys, get with the program. So, another project that's coming out dealing with DeFi, and this is a DAO maker. They have been absolutely smashing it lately. So this is Daffy Protocol. So they say the first protocol to apply synthetic assets to empower the 100 billion community incentives market, improve staking, node launch, LP incentives, bug bounties, testnet incentives, and virtually every other element of incentivization in crypto. And I guess one of the biggest barriers when it comes to Daffy essentially is that you're dealing with all these different blockchains, all these different, potential ways to stake in this. And if you're actually able to create these, or they say in their own words, actually, instead of distributing a token directly, the Daffy protocol enables networks to create synthetic in a reduced quantity. As demand rises, the synthetic token increases in quantity. Daffy can incentivize early users and maintain a network in bearish markets without issuing large quantities of tokens, right? So this essentially, it rewards long-term, holding and stuff like that. You can see right here, they talk about distributed synthetics to their users instead of tokens. Every decentralized economy can create and issue synthetics. So this means that they can now incentivize node staking liquidity in a reduced quantity that solves the biggest issue with decentralized economies, rewarding the longer term users later instead of earlier, right? Which does obviously incentivize the hodling, etc. for, things like that if you're interested. Also, guys, Dogecoin, got to talk about Dogecoin today. Dogecoin gets its first update since 2019 in light of surging demand. Now, can you guys believe that after all of the eyes, after all of the TikTokers talking about Dogecoin, Elon Musk pumping Dogecoin, it's finally getting an upgrade. So is the meme coin actually potentially going to become legit? I don't know, guys. I don't know about that, but I just think that's absolutely crazy that after all these years, Doge has actually decided they are going to upgrade the protocol again. And like I said, guys, if you are interested, you can literally trade Doge right now over on Phemex, which is absolutely crazy. Check the link out in the description if you want. I'm going to be, because for me personally, I don't really want to hold Doge. I hope I don't offend anyone. It's not really the coin for me. I bought some Doge when I first got into crypto, and I had the same mentality what if it goes to $1, I'll be a millionaire. Then you learn how market cap works. Doge is not going to go to $1, not in our lifetime, most likely. I don't know. But anyway, if you guys want, check that out. They actually offer up to 20x leverage right here. So you can trade, up to 20x leverage if you guys want. And yeah, so check that out below in the description. But, you also hear some people saying they don't like the idea of centralized, leverage or margin or, whatever. They don't want to use things like Binance. They want to use Uniswap. They want it to be decentralized. They don't want to use things like Bybit or Phemex. They want a decentralized alternative. Now, we have seen Injective, right? They've come out. They are looking to also lead in this area. And another one that recently has been put on my radar is antimatter. Now, they recently just had a release, and they refer to themselves as a simple, lightweight, on-chain DeFi derivative protocol, right? Now, you can read this. Some of it is a little bit too techie, a little bit too complex for everyone right here. The one thing I want to talk about, though, is one of their contributors, Jack Liu. He's the creator of Bounce.finance. I had an opportunity to actually meet these guys at a conference back when we could go to conferences, before COVID hit and all that other stuff. But yeah, he essentially is one of the best researchers out there. He did a lot of researching back in the day for NEO or NGC. He probably still does today, which explains why these guys actually backed this project. But, in a nutshell, you can see right here, they talk about lightweight on-chain and cross-chain DeFi perpetual options protocol based on polarized token mechanisms. So just think about this, guys, right here. The initial antimatter product is going to be an ETH perpetual put option product where anyone can short or long at any given time with secondary market opportunities, market making, arbitrage, totally decentralized. This could be what we've been waiting for. And I had a feeling that, combining Ethereum, with options, this could be big, guys. This could definitely be big. So keep your eyes on that as well. And of course, I had to end with the news of another entity changing their tune on Bitcoin, because I think this is a great way to end. And we have U.S. banking giant Citi has authored a new report which suggests Bitcoin could become an international trade currency as it evolves. The report, entitled Bitcoin at the Tipping Point, charts the evolution of Bitcoin from a form of payment to its current status as a store of value. They forecast that Bitcoin's core properties, combined with their global reach and neutrality, could see it morph into the currency of choice for international trade in around 7 years. They reported, they talk about Bitcoin, the role in global trade, etc. And this is what they said. A decentralized cryptocurrency may be preferred to a central bank digital currency because no government or outside entity can take steps that might affect the supply of the trading currency, helping to decouple trade from political considerations, simplifying the process of international trade, and could be used by importers and exporters to pay for goods and services directly. So times are changing, my friends. You don't want to be on the wrong side of the trade. If you're not long, you're wrong. Well, that's my opinion. I could be wrong, but like I said, I would not be trying to short this market right now. You could probably get some scalps in, but you're just better off catching the bounces, man. So anyway, guys, that is it for me today. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. You guys rock. If you found value out of today's video, smash the likes, drop me a comment below. Check out the free Telegram group. Absolutely free. We hang out. We talk crypto all day long. All of that below in the links. Thank you so much. You guys rock. You're the reason that I do this every day. My name is K-Dub. This is CryptoZombie. Until next time, stay crypto. And of course, peace out.